Welcome to the Do Better podcast. I am your host, Theo Coop, and today we will be reacting to a video from the content creator Kendra. And in this particular video, Kendra has a lot of content. I'm not gonna lie, it seems like her dating show is more lowbrow for my taste. No offense to anybody who watches it, no offense to the great Kendra G herself, but this particular video is a young girl. She's a young girl. She's like 21, a young girl who's in college and who's looking for a sugar daddy, but she ain't trying to give up no cat. Yeah, so that's what makes it entertaining to say the least, that she even thinks that this is a possibility. So let's go ahead and get it started.
Hello? Hello?
Hi,
Hey, what's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, where you calling us from?
I'm currently in Illinois,
Okay, what part of Illinois?
Champaign.
Champaign. I was once engaged and I lived in Champaign, Illinois. That's how I ended up in the Midwest. See, fun facts. You guys didn't know that. I moved to the Midwest because I was a whole fiance.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
But we ain't get married, child. That's another conversation. Jordan, back to you. How old are you?
21.
21. Are you the man you looking for?
I'm really not looking for a man per se.
Looking for a woman?
No.
Then what you doing on the show if you ain't looking for a man?
Exactly.
I'm more so looking for like a sugar daddy or like, someone to just like help me out. Like, I feel like I can give good conversation, like,
So she's looking for a sugar daddy. Apparently she has good conversation that you guys will be willing to pay for. But let's see what else she brings to the table.
I'm not really trying to like try
Since she's looking for somebody to pay her bills, obviously, let's see what she's going to give you in trade.
to the person or anything, but it's just like the cost of living is high, like inflation is high, and I'm
Indeed.
just like, I would like someone to help me pay a bill or two, and
Sugar daddy thing is not my bag, but I can understand it's just even exchange. I pay you this, you do that. I can get it, as long as you're getting your money's worth, I suppose, and you have the disposable income to engage in such activities, huh? Who am I to judge?
I was not expecting that from you at all. You shocked
Me neither.
I mean, yeah.
So you want a sugar daddy. So you want somebody, you want to make it clear. You're looking for someone that's going to fund your life to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Okay, what requirements, like what kind of bills you want paid?
Like rent is so high, like,
She want that rent
So,
paid.
So
Honestly,
in exchange for your rent pay, will you be like, what are you
good
doing?
good conversation, maybe it's
Good
something
conversation while you having sex?
No. So
Oh,
like
okay, so you want somebody
What?
to pay your rent and you're not going to sleep with them.
no.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
That's not how this works.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
And this is where she's showing her age, man. She says she's 21. If she thinks that a sugar daddy, a man of a certain caliber, is going to be cashing her out monthly to at least pay her rent by the bare minimum, it sounds like, per her request that she gave Kendra, and you think you're not giving it up? Like, in what world? You sounding like you're 21, baby girl.
You know people that get that done?
I
Hell
don't know.
no.
That's why I'm here. So yeah, either my inbox will be filled or it's going to be empty.
And Kendra, she does ask a few good follow-up questions, and one of those questions I see that she asked, and I'm sure that she's got from Mr. Samuels, is when these women say that they want this extravagant thing or just out of the norm requirement, she'll ask them, well, have you had that before? Like a chick will say, oh yeah, I want to date a millionaire. She said, well, have you dated a millionaire before? And 9 times out of 10 they'll say no. And the reason she's asking you that, and some women have taken it as like called Kendra G a pygmy, which is the funniest thing ever. Just goes to show how women think in extreme. But one of the reasons she asked that question is to make you think. If you've never dated a millionaire before, or don't even know any millionaires personally, or don't even know where to start looking for a millionaire person to date, how would you know what to do when you actually got them?
So,
Either
okay,
way.
let me get this straight. So you want a man that's going to pay your rent and all you gonna give them in exchange is good conversation.
Yes. I know it sounds crazy, but yes.
And I'll give her a pass because she's only 21, but I've seen a lot of women as well say that on Mr. Samuel's channel. And they'll say, well, yeah, I know what I said just sounds crazy. It's because it sounds crazy because it's crazy. Like, she even said it. Oh, I know it sounds crazy, you know, but it's still what I want, basically. No matter if it sounds crazy. You know, it is crazy. If she didn't say it now, she's going to say it about there being like some lonely man who's just, there's some lonely man that's just sitting around like, basically they're just praying for a sucker, man.
And you in school to get a master's degree, you can't. How the hell you book smart and people dumb?
I mean,
exactly.
I'm on here. I didn't think I was going to get Kendra. Look, I'm on here.
One of the few times I've seen Kendra call a chick out for just being just outlandish with it.
Watch, you know, if nobody is in my inbox, then that's fine. If someone is, that's cool. Like, there's some lonely men out there, you know, that just want conversation, you know, that have a lot of money and want to spend it on somebody. So
yeah, they're gonna spend it on somebody who's fucking them. That's what they're gonna do. Like, if they're gonna be spending the money and they have the discretionary income to do so, why would they be doing it on a girl who's just talking to them? Especially a girl that's 21. Who, that props to you for getting your master's degree, but as someone who's been 21 before, I can tell you, and also from the way that you're talking, you don't know shit.
I mean,
so what's the age range then? How old you want this man to be?
I feel like 25 to 35.
And that's why kids are laughing, because this girl don't know nothing. You ain't gonna be no sugar daddies at 25 to 35. Are you kidding me? It ain't gonna be no sugar daddies at 45. No. And that goes to show, man, I have a theory going on. A lot of these women just talk, man. And especially, she's a, you know, clear case as well. She's 21. She still wet behind the ears. Like, and the fact that you think you're going to get a sugar daddy that's 25 to 35. What are you talking about? Sugar daddy's going to be in their 50s at the minimum and older. It just goes to show they don't know what they're talking about.
Girl, first of all, sugar daddies are daddies, right?
Okay. Let me adjust. Okay. There's some 25-year-olds that's doing their thing, you know. So I would say 25.
Some 25-year-olds is out here making money, yeah, but they ain't gonna be paying you to talk to them.
To 50, like max 50.
Girl, sugar daddy start probably at 50. Let's begin.
Exactly.
There. 25 is a person looking for a relationship. A 25-year-old, first of all, a 25-year-old ain't paying your rent if you ain't giving them no sex. Now, you might be able to do that with a 75-year-old man. Now, a 75-year-old man who is probably your granddaddy's friend, who probably can't get hard no more, he might throw you something, but a 25-year-old ain't paying
exactly.
for free.
One of the rare times I agree with Kendra. Yes, this girl don't know what she's talking about.
Most men ain't gonna be paying your rent for free. You're gonna have to do something a little strange for some type of for change. So unless you think you just that cold, what kind of conversation can you talk in different languages? I mean,
nope, negative.
Can you talk in Espanol? Like, you give it different.
I get what Kendra's getting to. The girl doesn't get what she's getting to. But I understand what she's saying. Like, if your conversation is that great, you need to make that shit an experience. I need to be learning Japanese, Mandarin, Portuguese, everything.
Dialects when you conversation.
I feel like if the person does come, then we can get to that. We can just talk or whatever. But I feel like, it's either it's out there or it's not. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end all be all. Like,
so you don't want a real relationship.
Well, not saying that. I have a relationship. I just.
Oh, you're in a relationship right now?
Yes, I just need someone to help.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
So who are you in a relationship with?
What you mean?
You have a boyfriend?
Yes.
And he's okay with you looking for a sugar daddy?
Yes.
Do you know anybody that?
Stop the cap. Why you always lying?
One or two things is going on with this alleged boyfriend. One, she's capping, and she hasn't talked to her boyfriend about this shit. Or two, he's just hitting it. Her boyfriend's just hitting it, don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some lame dude, some baited lame dude to just cash you out that she's looking for. You know what I'm saying? That she's thinking that she ain't going to get the hit, but who knows? Or he's just tagging her too, and he don't really care about it. So.
are?
No.
Okay, I'm just curious. So why do you think it would happen for you?
Once again, Kendra asked the golden question. Do you know anybody who's lived this life, who's experienced this? No. Then how do you know this is going to happen for you? That's a great question by Kendra. It's simple logic, but it's lost on so many of our women, unfortunately.
I don't know that it'll happen. That's why I'm on here.
So your boyfriend is okay with you finding a 25. How old is your boyfriend?
Same age as me.
So 21.
And if you're not,
I just want to understand what kind of man you dating that's okay with you outsourcing another man to pay your bills.
I mean, it's just coming up. It just came up in conversation, as kind of like a joke, like, oh, like if I got a sugar daddy, like, somebody pay my bills, like, so.
And then what I think right there is just what she said is the 100% truth. Oh, it just came up as a joke. I don't think she's actually sat down and talked to her boyfriend about this on a serious level. Like, hey, you know what? I'm actually thinking about getting a sugar daddy. Like, I actually kind of want to do it for A, B, and C. I want him to pay the bills. Hey, I'm not going to sleep with her or anything, And regardless of the fact that he laughed her off or not, I think this was the point right here. As she jokingly said, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a sugar daddy. Ha, ha, ha. And he's like, ha, ha, and just kept it moving. That's what I think actually happened. That's what I think really is going on with this boyfriend. Making something that she said is a passing joke as if an actual conversation that happened when I bet my money that actually did not occur.
And you said no sex will be an exchange, just a good conversation.
No, yeah.
Ooh, child. Does he have to live a certain way?
No.
Okay. Does he have to be a certain ethnicity? He can live anywhere?
Yeah.
He can have kids and everything?
Yeah. Well, actually, no kids. Because your money, if you have kids, your money should be going to your kids. It shouldn't be going to me. So
you want to?
And that also goes to show how green she is. Just because you have kids, obviously you have kids. Kids need financial support. In a portion of your income, of course, will go to your child. But just because you have kids doesn't mean all your money goes to your child. So you can have kids, and you can have a lot of kids depending on your income, and still be okay.
Find a 50-year-old man that got a whole bunch of money and has no kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're out there.
They are where? Girl, tell us so everybody can find one.
She don't know, man.
We're the 50-year-old plus man.
So it's somebody making a lot of money that's rich somewhere and that just needs somebody to spend it on. So I don't know. Like I said, if it comes in my inbox.
And see, when she says they're out there, that's just, and I've seen that a lot on Mr. Samuel's video with these women who they just have like this, which I think is irrational, but in their mind it's not, just this hope or just this faith that, oh yeah, this man is just out, this particular man that I want that's over 6'2" and makes this amount of money, and he's faithful to only me, and every woman wants him. He's a thug, but he's also a scholar and a poet, and just like this fantasy man. And they just have this hope, man, and it's a bit ridiculous in my opinion, but that's what they have. And she says this dude is just out there, like she just has faith that he's out there. But this girl is also 21. She don't know shit.
It does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So and you don't mind if he says, I'll take care of you. Just send me a nude picture. Just send me a picture of your breast.
No.
Most sugar daddies are gonna want something in that accord.
All sugar daddies.
They gonna want a little touchy-feely. I don't know too many. I mean, so on the opposite side, I do know.
They're all gonna want something unless it's the same example that Kendra used earlier about it being a man, 70, 80, and his equipment's not working right anymore. Then yeah, he might throw a couple dollars just to have you hanging around with him, because hey, it is what it is at that point. But anybody else, no, you giving up the draws. And the fact that she thinks otherwise, that thinks that she'll be able to get away with that, it shows her inexperience. She's showing her age right now.
Of people who live that lifestyle to a certain degree, but they ain't just offering good conversation, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So only sugar daddy that you can offer good conversation to, and they gonna pay your bills, is your real daddy. Now where's your
and Kendra? I forget how old Kendra says she was, 42 or 40. Kendra's twice this girl's age. Now, Mr. Samuels used to always say, and a lot of other guys in the manosphere said as well, is that older women, especially older black women, don't give younger black women game. Like they don't teach the younger girls because they're in competition with them. And I want to see if Kendra gonna give her some game right now. Let's see.
Daddy, what does he think about this?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it.
Of course you haven't. She haven't talked to her daddy
you should
about.
Talk to your real daddy about it.
Or getting a sugar daddy.
The age category of
She ain't crazy.
That you
In her master's degree. She ain't stupid.
And he can tell you more about his peers. Because the only man that's going to be of that age that ain't never going to want something strange is going to be your real daddy. Any other man that's up there in that age, whether they can get it up or not, they going to want something. Even if it's a little touch on the ass as you walk by, it ain't going to just be, if it was that easy, honey, every girl in the world would have that. You sound like you're looking for a grandfather, not a sugar daddy.
That's true.
Okay.
And everything Kendra said is true. The only thing that I would just like to say is that that's the difference between like men and women. Like just tell her, like, girl, you crazy. Like the shit that you want is unrealistic. Like, pull your head out your ass. You can't expect them to talk like us, I suppose.
Ooh, child. So that's all you wanted tonight? Nothing more,
yes.
nothing less?
Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, listen, hey, I don't, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a sugar daddy out there that would just like to have a conversation with Jordan.
See? Nope. And Kendra, you was almost there, man.
Do I smell a whore?
Oops, wrong one.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
You was almost there. And then she stopped, turned heel. But this reminds me of a comment that I read on someone else's YouTube channel. And it was a woman who said this. She said that Kendra G is scared of her audience. And that should tell you something. And it's 100% true. When she said that, I was like, I agree 100%. And that's problematic. If you're scared of your audience, that tells you you have a problem inside of your audience. Or either your content is bad, but if your content was bad, why would you have a audience that's continuously growing? If they hated your content, it wouldn't be growing like that. But if you have just a fear of and that's what I think this boils down to, her correcting herself, like, oh, I don't want to seem like I'm being too harsh on her.
Willing to pay her rent. She is very clear that you have to pay the rent, right? How much is your rent?
Like $1,300.
$1,300. And how you want them to pay it for the year? A couple months? What you looking for?
Just a couple months.
Just a couple months. In exchange, you're gonna get good conversation.
Yes.
Okay. When you inbox her, inbox me too.
I think she's another one of these young ladies who's been on TV a bit too much, and there's so many women gassing each other up. Say that they can have it all, man. You can have it all. You can have a man, an old man who's a sugar daddy who's just going to give you money, and you don't have to give up any cat. You don't have to send any dirty pictures. You don't have to do anything because he'll just give it to you because he's just that lonely. He's just that stupid. And a lot of women think men are stupid as well. And I think it's a bit ridiculous, but I also think she's also young. Hopefully, she's working on her master's degree. Hopefully she gets her head out of her ass here soon. So you guys let me know what you think, man. It's Theo Coop, the Do Better podcast, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good now. Do better.